What's good, y'all? It's King, man. I'm coming at y'all with another Montfort 3 update. The GOAT himself dropped another update for us. I'm here again putting in my 2 cents. I'm trying to be good about it because zombies is unplayable right now. There's nothing else to do. They've been dropping a lot of stuff for multiplayer, Warzone, fixing this, fixing that for it. But for us, they have not dropped nothing else. I mean, we have Act 4, which is one mission. And then now they're trying to say Season 2 comes out in a couple months. Like, what else are y'all finna do for zombies, bro? There's a lot of controversy out there about the zombies mode, bro. Like, I understand they're already about to work on another one. But to me, like what I said in my last video, bro, they need a dedicated zombies Call of Duty. Point blank, period. I'm going to leave Mr. Dolly JD's channel in the description below. Like I said, all I'm doing is putting in my 2 cents. This is a reaction video. So let's get to it, bro. Let's hope for greatness, man. Like I said, it sounded promising.
Call of Duty has just dropped all the details for Season 1 Reloaded for Modern Warfare 3. We'll be diving into everything zombies and other things coming, but I'm sure with you reading the title of this video, this update is going to be quite disappointing for a lot of players. So we're going to dive into all of the details, but we're also going to give some constructive criticism and discussion about the lack of content in this update, and be completely civil about it because I'm sure there are reasons behind it. And we're only a month away from the big Season 2 update.
We're already months away from Season 2 already. So you're telling me in Act 1, all you dropped was one mission for Season 1 for zombies, but gave hella new maps and stuff to multiplayer, updates in Warzone, map rotations, things like that, bro. But all we get is one. My thing is, I'm trying to be better, man.
Is bound to contain more than this. As we get into it, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below, but please be civil, because at the end of the day, we just want this mode to succeed, and some others may see content updates a little differently to others. But jumping into things, before today, we knew that Season 1 Reloaded was going to come with a new warlord called Dokkaebi. As far as what's been posted by Call of Duty on the blog, that is the only thing that's coming to zombies. She's already in the game as a Season 1 operator that you can play as, and we now know a little bit more about the details.
Another thing I don't understand, though, I get it just to mix it up and make it harder at different parts of the game. There's more mercenaries than actual zombies.
On where this warlord is going to reside and how she's going to work. So operators are going to find Dokkaebi's fortress at the top of a skyscraper in Zaravan City. So rather than with Legacy, where it's just an area on the map that is fully built purposely for that fortress, this is going to be on an already existing area, but it's going to be on top of a building. I think that's a really cool twist, and I firmly believe that this could be the building where you get the free stamina perk. But judging from the screenshot, it more looks like the massive skyscraper.
I want to know down in the comments how many people is actually doing the free perk stuff, because if anything, we're all taking our butts to tier 3 and just buying all the perks. I'm just saying.
Which you have the multiple cranes to get on top of, and most people use it to jump off. That's the remake of the MW3 map Hard Hat. Now, I could be wrong, and there could be quite a few different skyscrapers, but I feel like this will just add some extra challenge to getting that free perk, because we described that the warlord uses drones, turrets, and a Wilson as her main line of defense. And I assume the only way to get to the boss is going to be by going up several flights of stairs. You won't be able to rappel up to the top of the skyscraper. You're going to have to go the old-fashioned way, and there's going to be a ton of technological deterrents to try and stop you in your tracks from reaching the top. It's described that once you are skilled enough to get past the initial deterrents, you will find an elusive opponent equally capable of evasion and attack. So it sounds like a fun and unique boss, but literally that is all that's written on the blog post when it comes to zombies.
Y'all capping, bro. The man said that's all that's been processed on that paper. Nothing else for Season 1 Reloaded. So y'all just adding just a mercenary. That's not even zombies. Like he said, it's probably for a reason.
zombies. I mean, they include a screenshot of the red worm boss and there's no relevance to why they're showing it, but that's the only thing, literally the only thing. Don't get me wrong, the addition of a new warlord I'm more than happy to see, but I think the theming itself of Docker B, it just doesn't really feel zombies related. I mean, the legacy boss doesn't feel zombies related either. Narratively, they're trying to evolve Terminus outcomes of all these different warlords, and that makes sense, but I'd just love to fight something that's not a human. The red worm was an incredible addition in season 1 and is easily the most replayable thing in the
Yeah, I was gonna say I also agree. The red worm was like the best thing they've ever added for this open world because actually it fits it, and then it actually gives you something to do in the actual end game. But like the only thing I feel like they should probably change is when we go into tier 4 to tier 5 and things like that. Either we could still be able to teleport to go to 4 to 5 or something just to make the game longer. Because if you're just exfilling after every little thing, bro, we're not really collecting a lot of stuff. And we only got 10 slots. It's only 10 stash slots. So like, can y'all give us at least 20 or 30 or something?
mode right now. But outside of that, the mode just feels really stale. It just really needs more things to do in the game. And I know that Treyarch are juggling a lot on their plate right now. They're currently developing this year's Call of Duty game as you're watching this video, so clearly they have their work cut out. And being realistic, that is probably why we're not seeing a lot here with this update. And I don't want to come across at all that I'm being hyperbolic by saying that this update is disappointing, because at the core of it, I love Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, and I think this mode has so much potential and there's so many cool things that they can do with it. With the ratio of content that the Christmas update brought to Zombies in comparison to Warzone and multiplayer.
Yeah, that was another thing. They brought the Christmas update. They brought zombie stuff to Warzone. Why didn't they give Santa to zombies? It was a big old competition in Warzone who can kill Santa. People not worried about him. That's one thing I didn't understand.
And now we're seeing the same thing here with Season 1 Reloaded. I really don't want this mode to suddenly become an afterthought. I want it to succeed, and I want to see this become an even bigger mode than it already is. And for all we know, that is what Treyarch could be working on right now. There's also the chance that there is going to be a ton of quality of life updates, maybe even some secrets in the Season 1 Reloaded update that hasn't been shared yet via this blog post. You need to remember that the Season 1 Reloaded announcement also didn't mention about the Red Worm boss fight in any capacity, nor did we even know until a few days prior that there was some Easter egg quest tied to the Dark Aether. You could take this as copium or not, but I'm sure there's some reasons as to why there is not a lot of content here for Season 1 Reloaded. But what makes Modern Warfare 3 Zombies so unique for Treyarch as a platform rather than a round-based map is that they can continuously update this map, which is something they've never been able to previously do with any other round-based Zombies map. But I just don't think that's going to be the case because of how busy they are with their own game, which is a real shame because this is an incredible platform where they could have.
I don't know why they're in a rush to bring out the next game. They need to make it to where they dropping the Call of Duty every other year, not every year, because they just throwing stuff up. It's just a money gig, though. I understand. But, bro, they just need a dedicated zombies game. Treyarch, Sledgehammer, Activision, somebody. Just make it a zombies-only game. Make it a chapter like how they do campaign, round-based. A chapter if you want to do open world or extinction or, you know, just things like that, bro. It's so much stuff they can potentially do, bro. They just, I don't know, man.
Small weekly updates to the map that just add little things here and there, a little bit like how Fortnite does, that can just add to the gameplay experience already, even if it was unique Zombies weekly challenges that had some unique rewards, or limited time things that exist in the map for a certain amount of time and rotate between different things. Once you've done all the acts and gotten all of the new schematics, there is nothing to do. And I just think this is quite a disappointing update because of the nature of the game mode. It lives and breathes when there is new things added, but until we get new acts and new missions, there is no real reason to play the mode all the time. And part of me hopes and believes that the reason why there is so little with Season 1 Reloaded is because they are going to add a ton of stuff in Season 2. We know that it's guaranteed that we're going to be getting a new act.
So yeah, they finna make us wait a couple months just for us to actually play zombies. Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, I ain't touched it since after I've got all the schematics for tier 4 and tier 5. Those were the only ones I was missing.
next mission, at least with Season 2, with another storyline cutscene, but I really hope Treyarch go out swinging with Season 2, because we know there is a ton of leaked features that are supposed to be in the works and coming to Zombies at some point, and we assume that that could have been with Season 1 Reloaded, but it doesn't look to be the case. And we've recently discussed this on the channel, but there is some wild things that have been found in the code of the game that has been there since the game first came out. We're talking about features like a wallet system where you'll be able to actually exfil with cash and use it in a following game instead of it being converted into XP. And this was an update that happened to the DMZ mode later in its life cycle as well.
I just want to say that's low-key a W still, though. Stop that money glitch, bro. Please.
Originally didn't have a wallet system or the other systems that we're going to talk about, but they came as time went on. But the difference here is DMZ was the first time a mode like that existed in COD, where it had these quality of life updates that were brand new innovations to Call of Duty at the time. But now we have a mode which has a lot of DMZ's DNA, and rather than it launching or having most of those new features straight off the bat, it seems some of those features may also slowly be drip fed over the seasons rather than it being there right out of the gate. So we talked about the wallet system, but there's also leaked of an exfil streak system where, just like DMZ, every time you completed one contract and exfilled, you would gain an additional random perk next time you loaded in. You could get up to a 10 exfil streak, which would gain you 10 random perks, and also if you died would drop the most valuable dog tag in the game. And similarly, leaked for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, there's going to be different benefits that you'll get the further you go through an exfil streak, where you'll get discounts off of perks, pack-a-punch, and spawning in with points straight out of the gate. But those are pretty big game features to add in, which would completely change up the mode. But there are some other quality of life updates that we really need sooner rather than later, such as an upgrade to our stashes. Only being able to have 10 slots is just painful now. A lot of players have played for so long and there's so many items that 10 is just not enough. There's also been a lot of complaints about how long cooldowns are on certain schematics.
Man, when I tell y'all, I don't know why, whatever they're doing for these insured slots, there needs to be same applied to these perks or something. I wouldn't even care if they just slashed it to half like the time, because it don't make no sense for for things to be taking 3 to 4 days for you to get. And then y'all talking about adding the bike and stuff like that. Y'all know that it's going to take over 5, probably a week to craft. Like, come on, man.
Where some are like 3 days long, which is absolutely insane, and that there is no way to reduce this cooldown. And there should be ways in game where you can reduce the cooldown on a schematic, such as exfilling with that schematic again, or being able to convert your money into XP to cool it down. I could be completely wrong, and Treyarch might be adding a ton of quality of life stuff to Zombies next week, and if so, I will be sure to update you guys. But as far as what Call of Duty has said themselves, the Warlord is the only new thing. Now, really weirdly, within the files of the game, people have also found the Extinction Gargoyle alien model, which is directly from Call of Duty Ghosts. It's not been recreated for this engine. It's literally straight ripped out of the Ghost files and for some reason in Zombies, but it can be fully loaded in, and it looks really strange. And I don't know if this is a sign that we might see some extinction.
Y'all might as well go ahead and drop Extinction and Onslaught and just give us something to do, bro, until Season 2 come out. And then y'all can still damn near update that.
And Zombies crossover, or it could just be one of the weirdest leftovers to ever exist inside of a modern COD game. But it would be incredible to see some of this crossover, as it's an easy library of enemies that they could add into the game, and because they're not just straight human AI, they're a lot more interesting to take down and fight as well. I'm also a little concerned about this Warlord boss, because in the actual blog post itself, it describes that defeating her will earn you high tier loot, which doesn't give me a lot of confidence that this is going to be any new loot that we've not been able to get before. You can earn some pretty decent stuff from taking down the Legacy Fortress, like the Scorcher to use in that game, or a ray gun, as well as his signature shotgun, which is pretty good. But on top of that, and like maybe a perk or so, there isn't much point doing it outside of if you're doing it for a mission or a calling card or something like that. What also leaked to be coming to the game at some point soon is new perks, alternate ammo types, and a lot more Warlords. Like, there is a list of like 7 to 8 of...
Y'all gotta understand, this game it has potential, man. They just, like I said before, they just taking their time, man. I just don't want to give up hope, because I really enjoy this mode. Like, this is the best thing they brought out in a long time, man.
of them. So why one single warlord is the only thing we're seeing in this Reloaded update, I am not too sure. I genuinely hope that it is just because there is so much that they're saving for season 2, but this mode is so damn good, it just needs to get more frequent updates. That's the only thing, because outside of using new weapons in zombies and testing out the aftermarket parts every week, there isn't really anything new going on. But I really want to know what you think about this all down below in the comment section. I'm going to try and read every single comment. If there's any suggestions on what you think Treyarch should add into the mode to make it better as quality of life or gameplay features, let me know, because who knows, the developer could be reading it and it could be feedback that could be implemented in the future.
Let me know how y'all feel down in the comments, man. Like I said, I'm not trying to give up hope just yet, but I feel y'all pain, bro. It's starting a lot of controversy in the community, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Like I said, man, it's just my reaction. This man is helping this community, though, bro. Y'all gotta understand. So I'm sure he gonna do the best he can, man. But if y'all enjoyed this, man, road to 100 subs, man. I appreciate all the support that y'all be giving me, man. And like I said, please share this with your friends. Give this a like to help me get up there, man. Like, it's been king, man.